everyone. Myself Dr.P.Aruna Devi, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Technology, Dr. SNSRCAS College of Arts and Science. Today we are going to see about different transmission modes which are used in the data communication. We already seen about the data communications and concepts and terminology. We need some signals, then we need some transmission media like wired and wireless, then we need some different frequencies for transmitting the data. Let me see about transmission modes. There are different transmission modes for transmitting the information. So we all know that wired and wireless. Wired means it consists of set of wires like fiber optical cables, coaxial cables. So it is made up of a protective sheath for transmitting the information. Wireless means does not contain any wires, that is any wire for transmitting the information. It can be passed through signals, waves, etc. There are a lot of wireless technology now we are using. Wire technology also using, but instead of using wire, we are mostly prefer for the wireless technology. So for throughout the world, we have to communicate through the wireless technology. It is very important one. So let me see the transmission mode. There are different transmission modes we are using. So it is used for transmitting the information from one devices to another one. So transmission mode is also called as a communication mode. The main transmission means sending and receiving the data from one to another one. So that mode is called as a communication mode. So each communication channel has a direction associated with it. The transmission media provide the direction. So the communication channel means it is used for transmitting the information all over the world. So they have to use some transmission mode for transmitting the information. So transmission mode is also called as a communication mode, or otherwise it may be called as a directional mode. So next, the transmission mode is defined in the physical layer. We all know that there are different layers in the OSA reference model. There are 7 main layers. So first layer is physical layer, which is used to communicate between the two different devices. So each and every layer should communicate within different layers for communicating the information. So there are 3 main categories of the transmission mode. First one is simplex mode, second one is half duplex, third one is full duplex method. So the transmission mode can be either we can call it as a simplex, half duplex and full duplex mode. So first one is simplex. Already I said that simplex means it is a simple one. So it can be communicate only from one station to another one. That is it is only unidirectional. That is data flow in only one direction. Next one, the devices can send only the data but cannot receive it, or it can receive the data but it cannot send the data. It means that only one way communication can be done. That is, and for example, if we want to deliver any information either through the mic or something, just the sender can transmit the information to the receiver. That's all. They have to hear. That's all. Next one. The transmission mode is not very popular because it requires two-way exchange of data. That is, a one-way communication is very poor because they have to receive some data for accuracy. So they will avoid the simplex method. So simplex mode is used in business field as in a sales that do not require any corresponding reply. That is, for example, advertisement we are giving. Just we listen to the advertisement. We cannot send any comments to that. So that mode is called as a simplex mode. Radio station is another example. It is also a simple channel as it transmit the signal to the listener but never allows them to transmit back. Keyboard and monitor. For example, a simplex method, just we are typing the information, but we cannot extract any information from that. Just we are typing that, we cannot extract from the information. The main advantages of simplest mode is that the full capacity of the communication channel can be utilized during the transmission. That is, the sender side communication is perfect for transmitting the information. Next one, example for the Simplex method is one-to-one communication. Just we are sending the information in only one direction. Advantages means the station can utilize the entire bandwidth of the communication channel so that more data can be transmitted at a time. Disadvantages, it is unidirectional. It feel like a disadvantage. Next one, half duplex. Half duplex means direction can be reversed. That means the station can transmit and receive the data as well. Message flow in both the direction but not at the same time. For example, just we have to send an information. After a long time, we can receive it back. So that communication is called as a half duplex. So entire bandwidth of the communication channel is utilized at a time in one direction. So it is possible to perform the error detection and if any error occurs, then receiver requests the sender to retransmit the data after a long time. Walkie-talkie is an example of the half duplex method. So one party speaks, another party listens. After the pass, other party will speak, the first party will be listen. That mode is called as a half duplex. Let us see the example. A can communicate with B and B can communicate with A after a long time. So advantages, both devices can send and receive the data. That all are the advantages. Disadvantages means when one device is sending the data, another have to wait for and reply. This shows the disadvantages of the full duplex. Next, the third one is very important one, and nowadays they are using full duplex method, that is in bidirectional. The data flow is between both the devices at the same time. So both station can send and receive the data simultaneously. So one channel has a traffic moving in one direction and another channel has traffic flowing in opposite direction. Easy communication can be done. So for example, telephone network, just we are communicating with the people through over a phone. We are sending in information, they will receive, immediately they will reply to the messages. This is the example for the full duplex. PC can communicate with the terminal, terminal can communicate with the PC. So advantages, both direction we can send the information. Disadvantages, on the disadvantage, there is no dedicated path exists between the devices. If there may be a packet loss also. If you are sending information, there may be a chance of losing the packets. So that's all. So thank you. Today session is about simplex, half duplex and full duplex modes, transmission mode. Thank you.